Hey everybody, it's Goddess here, Goddess of the Universe, and today's video is me being my authentic self. So, grab your juice, your water, your tea, and let's jump into it. So now let's say, right, most people want to believe that our Father, right, is a male, which is referring to God, the creator of the universe. But let's say that God is a woman, right? And a woman version of God would be called Goddess, which is me, right? So let's say hypothetically, if you had a question for God, what would it be? What would you ask them? What would you inquire about? Would you be upset? Would you come out of bag? Would you give praise and worship? Regardless of what it is, this is why I'm here. I'm here to enlighten those who needs to speak to the Most High. Now, we are all spiritually in tune to talk to God. Some are more in tune than others, right? And we all have our gifts, and those who are spiritually awoke tap into their gift, and those who are spiritually sleeping do not. And ever since this pandemic hit, I don't know if you noticed, but the world has changed. And I know y'all remember somewhere in the Bible where it said God is coming back, right? But we all visualize that to be very dramatic. We expect him to come flying in on a cloud and with his sword and doing whatever God is going to do because, God do what God wants, right? But what if he meant that by we have angels walking on this earth the same way we have demons walking on this earth? And God is walking on this earth too, but it is in a most comfortable human form that nobody would ever know. So either way, I just wanted to, my spirit guides and ancestors, that's what you refer to them. All those are still fancy names for God, the Most High, said to share this with y'all. So, if you had an opportunity to talk to God in a physical form and get the answers that you needed, things that only you and God knows, nobody else do, and somebody was here, like myself, to answer those questions for you, what would be on your mind? What would you ask? I want to put that out there to give you something to think about when you contact me. Because a lot of people is going to think this is, crazy. They're probably going to call me crazy. I've been called that plenty of times before, so it doesn't faze me. But at the end of the day, there are people that are lost walking this earth right now that really needs to reach out to me so I can help them. Now, we're not talking about the ones who don't believe and the ones who don't want to reach out. And we're not talking about the naysayers, the haters. No, we're talking about the ones who's truly inside, listening to the call, answering the call, but looking for instructions. And these are not instructions you can find from regular people, not even your pastors or the church folks. A lot of people are not going to be able to give you clear, concise answers to the questions that you have. But guess what? I can, because I am Goddess of the universe. So feel free to ask some questions. And with me being all knowing, let me answer them for you. Now, this is something different from you and me because usually when we have gifts, we keep them to ourselves because in the past, people have referred to it magical acts or witchcraft or things of that nature. Lack of education makes people make judgmental, evil assumptions. But This is a new time and a new era. And God is speaking to his people, whether they want to hear it or not. And who he's using as vessels to act in his army of glory is on his decision of who he chooses, who most of the pure-hearted, hearts of gold, and people that's genuinely vibrating on a high level of understanding of the unconscious, not just the conscience. So either way, hi. In case she was ever wondering why I call myself that, this is the reason. Not that it has to be explained, but it kind of makes sense now. So feel free to hit me up, contact me. I can read with cards, I can read without cards. I speak to the deceased, I also speak to the living. I'm a healer by nature. I can help you with things that most people may not be able to help you with. Might have been able to say, that's impossible to do, don't do it. But remember, God says that you can move mountains, that if you told it to jump in the ocean, it would have to obey. And the reason he says that is mountains is equivalent to obstacles, situations, scenarios that unexplainable difficult, but he gives you the power and the strength, like David and Goliath, to defeat the giant, to conquer the mountain, to overcome it. But sometimes we can find ourselves in a lost place where we don't even know how we got here and how we're going to get out. And that's equivalent to being stuck. We are spiritual creatures created through energy and a body, which is our vessel, to have a human experience, right? But along our journey, we get stuck in the past. We don't pay attention to the present, and we're oftentimes scared and fearful about our future. And the mindset that we walk with is the reason that we don't elevate and we just accept routines and scenarios that's out of our control. Or maybe we just don't understand it enough to know the proper course of action to take. Well, either way, welcome to my world where I am here to share with you that there's many different ways of making something happen, and elevation and growth and evolving is our nature as being spirits on this earth. It's not for you to be stagnated and stuck. It's not for you to repeat yesterday. It's not to dwell in trauma and post traumatic issues or to get stagnated with things that once was but isn't. It is for us to evolve, mature, change, and grow, for we can be the best us that we're designed to be. So I am here to inspire that, not only for you, but for myself. As a goddess of the universe, this world was created to be a utopia. It was created to be a world of beauty, fun, and creativity. But along this path, the world has been programmed to idolize money, not care about joy, and to constantly chase something that they're creating by lack of understanding. So I'm here to give you clarity and truth. Now, whether you believe this to be true or not does not matter to me because God will still be God whether you believe or not. That's just the way it is. So I'm here to share with those who are open minded, understanding, and really want to find solutions to their problems because that is a gift for you to not stay stagnated, for you to find out what is needed and required for you to level up. Alrighty. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but it's 100% truth. I can only speak truth. That's my nature. Alrighty. Until we speak again, if you're bold enough, come into my world, press the button, leave a comment, and holla at your girl so you can find out things that's going to make you get to where you got to go. Until we speak again, God bless you. I'm out.